If you're watching this video, chances are you felt different from those around you. Maybe you've never quite fit into the social mold, or perhaps you've noticed how Sigma males walk a path few dare to follow. Society often labels them as loners, outcasts, or even mysterious figures. But the truth is far more complex. Sigma males don't reject friendships out of bitterness or social awkwardness. They choose solitude because they operate on a level most people can't comprehend. While the world chases validation distractions and shallow connections, Sigmas thrive in their own space, governed by their own rules. Their isolation isn't a weakness, it's a strategic decision. In this video, we're diving deep into the real reasons why Sigma males rarely have friends. Forget the surface level explanations. This is the raw truth behind their solitude. Let's begin. Point 1. They operate on a different frequency. Most people form friendships through shared interests, sports, trends, or casual conversations. But Sigma males, they function on an entirely different mental wavelength. Their minds are wired for deep thought, questioning everything, and seeking truth rather than entertainment. While others bond over small talk and fleeting trends, Sigmas crave meaningful conversations that most people simply can't provide. A great example is Nikola Tesla, born in 1856 in Smiljan, Croatia, a man whose genius set him apart. While others sought fame and fortune, Tesla immersed himself in innovation, often working alone for weeks. He didn't reject people. He just struggled to find those who could match his intellectual depth. Like Tesla, Sigma males don't isolate themselves out of loneliness. They simply refuse to settle for shallow connections. And rather than force friendships that don't align with their mindset, they embrace solitude, because for them, depth will always outweigh popularity. Point 2, they have no interest in social validation. For most people, friendships serve a purpose beyond companionship. They provide validation. Social media likes, group approval, and constant reassurance reinforce their sense of self-worth. But Sigma males don't need any of that. Their confidence isn't built on the opinions of others, it's entirely self-generated. This self-sufficiency confuses people. Most rely on social interactions for affirmation, whether it's seeking attention, agreement, or emotional security. But when a Sigma male doesn't engage in this unspoken social contract, it creates distance. Others may see them as cold, unapproachable, or even arrogant, but in reality, they simply don't require the validation that drives most friendships. Because so many social bonds are built on mutual approval, Sigma males naturally find themselves on the outside. They don't feel the need to prove themselves, engage in groupthink, or maintain connections just to fit in. In a world where so many seek validation, their independence is rare and often misunderstood. Point 3. They see emotional dependency as a weakness. For most people, friendships provide emotional support, a place to vent frustrations, seek reassurance, or find comfort. While this is normal, Sigma males see it as a trap. They believe that true strength comes from within, not from relying on others to carry their emotional burdens. To them, emotional dependency creates unnecessary weakness, preventing personal growth and self-reliance. Rather than seeking comfort in others, Sigma males prefer to face their struggles alone, solving problems through logic and resilience. They see constant reassurance as a sign of instability and emotional crutches as barriers to independence. This mindset makes it difficult for them to form bonds with those who rely heavily on external support. Instead of offering endless validation, they expect people to take control of their own lives. Because of this, Sigma males often find friendships exhausting rather than fulfilling. It's not that they don't care, it's that they refuse to participate in relationships that demand emotional dependence. In their world, strength isn't found in numbers. It's found in the ability to stand alone. Point 4. They value actions over words. The world is filled with people who say one thing and do another. Promises are made and broken. Conversations are filled with empty words, and social interactions often revolve around meaningless chatter. But Sigma males don't play that game. To them, words hold no value unless backed by action. They judge people not by what they claim, but by what they actually do. This mindset makes it difficult for them to form friendships. Many social bonds are built on exaggerated promises, surface-level connections, or gossip, none of which interest a Sigma. Instead, they quietly observe, watching how people handle adversity, how they treat others when no one is watching, and whether their actions align with their words. When they realize most people fail this test, they distance themselves. They have no time for false loyalty or convenient friendships. Instead, they seek those who operate with true integrity, a rare quality in their experience. And rather than surrounding themselves with people they can't trust, they choose solitude, where they know their own actions will always reflect their values. Point 5. They are unpredictable and hard to pin down. Most friendships rely on consistency, shared routines, regular check-ins, and the comfort of knowing a friend will always be there. But Sigma males don't follow that pattern. They are unpredictable by nature, disappearing for days, weeks, or even months, fully immersed in their own world. One moment they're engaged in conversation, and the next, they've retreated into solitude to chase a new idea or project. They don't conform to social schedules, nor do they feel obligated to maintain constant contact. This unpredictability frustrates most people who expect stability in friendships. When someone refuses to be tied down by expectations, it creates distance. Others may see them as unreliable or detached, but in reality, Sigma males are simply wired differently. For them, personal freedom comes first. They don't sacrifice their independence just to maintain social ties. And because they prioritize their own journey over forced consistency, they naturally find themselves alone, by choice, not by accident. Point 6, they are unimpressed by social status. In a world where social status shapes relationships, Sigma males remain unaffected. Many people form friendships based on hierarchy, seeking out those with influence, wealth, or popularity to boost their own image. But Sigma males see through this game and refuse to play along. They don't chase validation through material success or social circles. A person's worth to them isn't measured by status, but by character, integrity, and authenticity. This makes it difficult for them to connect with others, as most people unconsciously prioritize social leverage in their interactions. Sigma males can immediately sense when someone is driven by status rather than genuine connection, and it pushes them away. They have no interest in networking for the sake of appearances or aligning with powerful figures just to fit in. For them, friendships must be built on substance, not superficial value. And since few people truly share this mindset, Sigma males often find themselves standing alone, not because they struggle socially, but because they refuse to compromise their principles. Point 7, they see time as their most valuable asset. For a Sigma male, time isn't just something to spend, it's the most valuable resource they have. Every second wasted is a second they'll never get back, which is why they guard their time with intense discipline. While many people are comfortable losing hours in gossip, small talk, or mindless entertainment, Sigmas see this as a distraction. They don't engage in meaningless conversations or social obligations that don't serve a real purpose. Instead, they invest their time in self-improvement, knowledge, and a personal mastery. Whether it's refining a skill, building something meaningful, or simply reflecting in solitude, every moment they spend must contribute to their growth. This mindset makes friendships difficult. Most social connections require constant time investment, which Sigmas aren't willing to give unless the relationship offers real value. They don't see the point in maintaining ties just for the sake of it. If a friendship doesn't inspire them, challenge them, or push them forward, they have no problem letting it go. To many, this level of selectiveness seems isolating, but to a Sigma, it's a necessary choice. They would rather walk alone with purpose than stand in a crowd going nowhere.